This is Midday Sunday. We're talking about the digital shepherds and all the work that they're doing in schools, other places, educating young people about the digital, what do you call it, the digital divide?
The digital divide, helping
digital
families
divide.
cross the digital divide.
There you are. That's Shaka Armstrong there. He is, should we call you digital shepherd number one?
I'm a digital shepherd
A
along
digital
with the missus,
shepherd.
yes.
And introduce your daughter.
Well, this is my lovely daughter. This is Kyla Armstrong.
And beyond what you're doing in schools, you have something else that involves parents, specifically
Yes, sir.
fathers
Yep.
and daughters?
Well, you know, like in the last segment, we spoke about the sexting and the fact that girls are succumbing to the peer pressure.
Hold on. You know girls who do this kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why are they doing it?
I guess because they want boys to like them, or because they want to be popular, or what they think is popular.
Yeah. Do they think about the long-term consequences of this stuff?
Probably not. Yeah, I don't think they do.
So if I were, and I don't want to take away your segment,
okay,
but if I
please.
were a girl and saying, you know, I'm thinking about doing this, what would you say?
I'd say you probably shouldn't, because then most likely he'll send it to other people, and then it'll get around the school and possibly to other schools.
This is the sort of thing that you might talk to with your dad over tea?
Yeah.
Over tea?
Yeah. Not only have we talked about it, but we've actually taken like some of our friends to tea. And some of these conversations come up. When you engage, I believe when you engage teens, tweens, children, where they're at, I think you just make the opportunity to open up great conversation. And so what we did is we created, based on a blog post I wrote, where I wrote a post about how to take your daughters to tea and what all to expect. And then I had a gentleman who emailed me and said, you know what, man, thank you for that post. I always thought it was my wife's job, but after reading that, you know what, I'm going to take my teenage daughters to tea. This is something my daughter and myself, we've been doing for some time. And I cherish that time because we have so much fun going to tea together.
Now, can you just go, say, to Starbucks and order a cup of tea, or do you want to go, say, someplace like the Pacific Dining Car downtown where they have an afternoon tea?
Yes.
High tea with all that stuff.
I think, you know, just like, you know, men, you know, we know how our wives are when we're courting, when we're dating, and they want to go somewhere nice. I think you do the same thing with your daughters. You know, we go to one of our favorites is the Tudor House in Santa Monica.
Sure.
So we go to the Tudor House and we get up and we go down there. We like it because they have food, real food. We can eat some fish and chips and have some tea.
What do you think about this?
Well, I think I like going to tea because it's kind of like a safe zone to talk to your parents. Like, a lot of kids think that their parents don't understand them or something, and so going to tea is a way to, I guess, help them understand you.
But what is it about going to tea that makes it safer, to use your word, than, say, sitting in the backyard? Or
I mean, you can sit in the backyard too, but I like going to tea, I think, because going to tea is a more girly thing to do, so it's more fun.
Yeah. I'm interested, though, in that notion of safe.
Well, the idea was...
Because there are times when kids your age don't, you want to keep a lot of secrets from your parents, right?
Yeah.
Not that I want you to give up anything.
Well, yeah, I think that because you're just with that parent, it's kind of like a safe zone to like talk about anything that's going on, or to get advice from them, or whatever you want to talk to them about.
And you must be, it must make you, no, I'm not going to say must, it obviously makes you a bigger man that you do this.
You know, when she talks about safe, one of the first things I established when I said we're going to do tea is I said I want you to feel like when we go to tea, that's your place to tell me anything you want to tell me. It's based on something I'd read, and I can't remember which book it was in, where this gentleman who wrote this book talked about this chair that they had in their living room, where when him and his daughter, him and his child were sitting in that chair, that was their safe space. And so I just thought, let me meet my daughter where she's at, because she's a very girly girl, and I thought tea would be great. And so what we did is we created something called the National Daddy-Daughter Tea Date. We've created a Facebook page for it, and we've got a National Fatherhood Initiative involved with us now, another organization out of the Midwest called Strong Fathers, Strong Families. I'm talking to the PTA, the National PTSA, to get involved. And what we're doing is we're encouraging dads on one day, grassroots, to just go out, and let's see, we're going to do it on May 13th or 14th, I believe it is. If you go to facebook.com/daddydaughtertea, all the information's there. And we're encouraging dads, start a new chapter in your relationship with your daughter. Take her to tea. Meet her where she's at. I know a lot of dads, I see dads always proud. My daughter likes sports and she comes to the game with me. And that's awesome. So she comes where you're comfortable. Now you come out and meet her in her space. If you have that kind of daughter, because I know some girls are tomboys. And
You ever
maybe
talk
not.
to your friends about having tea with your dad?
Yeah, I do. And
I wonder if are they envious?
I don't know if they're envious. I know some of my friends that like don't have a father figure in their life admire the fact that I do it, and I've taken some of my friends to tea with my dad. So yeah.
I try my best not to embarrass her when we take all the friends
Yeah,
out.
I know that can be a terribly risky thing.
Yes.
Let's do one more break. Let's take care of that, and then we'll see you back here in about 2 minutes.